What's up, Dragon Folk? How we all doing today? Hopefully we're doing good. We are just about to leave for Indy today. So I left disheveled because I figured I'll just shower when I get to the place. We've got about a 2.5-hour drive ahead of us. I wish I had the ability to make B-roll of the drive out there, but I promise you, it's nothing spectacular. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut to right when I get to the place. But I'm very excited. We're gonna get a lot of awesome stuff done this weekend, but it's Thursday. It's not even the day. We're at day 0. So we're gonna see whether or not I get any bites off Twitter of me hanging out with some other content creators. Maybe some people are bored and in the Indianapolis area that want to hang out, but if not, no worries. I'll probably be streaming for you all on the tonight anyway. So we'll go ahead and update you on our way to the convention, or when we get there at least, or more specifically when I get to my Airbnb. Then we'll do a cool little Airbnb tour, and yeah, it'll be a fantastic time. So I'll see you all in just a little bit. Made it to Indianapolis. So here we are now. It was a like a 2-hour, almost 3-hour car ride. It was kind of crazy, but here we are in our Airbnb. I'm not going to obviously disclose any information to you, but there's pretty cool stuff, right? I'll go ahead and give you a small little tour, see what this place is like. It's not too bad, actually. So obviously we came in through here. The door is a little not super insulated, so it's a little cold right near the door, but the heat works. The heat is definitely on, and so that's really cool. Little couch area for people to hang out. This may be where I just set up my stream stuff here. So unfortunately not a bigger table unless I want to bring this guy over here, but we'll see what I want to do with that. So we got a TV over here for watching things. There's a Roku remote over here that we can watch things. But overall, not terrible, right? I believe that's a storage closet. This is the kitchen. Comes with everything. This is just a dresser with some stuff. Then, of course, right, the kitchen. Super cool. Very clean, and much better than our last Airbnb because there's no food in here now. Somebody else was in the middle of essentially living out of their Airbnb last time. And so it was kind of rough because they had a whole bunch of like old food in there and everything. And it was not super, I don't know. There's just like a lot of food in there. But it's cool, right? Not too bad. I don't think I can. An obligatory bathroom hello. So hi, this is me here. There's a shower in there too. You obviously can't see it because it's dark now. And yeah, so this is it. Oh, there's a little crack in this, but whatever, right? Not the end of the world. I won't die. This is cool. So, and this is all like $38 a night out in Indianapolis. So got a pretty nice steal for it, right? I get to just kind of hang out. There's Wi-Fi. I don't know how well it is yet. Another mirror for obligatory mirror stuff. Hi, friends. We're here. I'm about to go and get some groceries so I can properly prepare myself, because as much as I would love to spend all weekend eating out all the time, I'm not going to do that because that's crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and head on over to the store. We're going to grab some stuff, and then I will be back, probably getting ready to set up stream and stuff. Back home from Kroger. You got the goods. Turns out there's a grocery store within walking distance of this place, so perfect. I'm going to go ahead and start cooking dinner for myself, and then for those of you who are joining me on a Thursday live stream, I'll be seeing you all very soon. While that's all cooking, I went ahead and started getting the stream setup here. The goal is to get this to dual monitor with that, and everything should be fine. So obviously we'll keep updated as that goes. All right, we got it working, extended, dinner's secured. I may have burned my hand because I'm a dumbass who thinks that the oven does not make the entirety of that pan hot. So I just like grab the handle when putting it into the sink and with my bare hand, like it wasn't just in a 400-degree oven. So good job. Don't do what I do because I'm a trained professional in being stupid. All right, jank setup complete. Y'all are not going to believe what I got to do here for this. The things I do. The things I do for you. Don't ever forget it. Good morning, Dragon Folk. It's 9 a.m. You all know I went to bed at around 1 o'clock, so nice, comfortable 8 hours of sleep. Feels pretty good. I guess I need to get up and start doing stuff today. So, gonna get some breakfast, go through the motions of getting ready, and then maybe I'll have some time to play around on Talishar for a bit. Hi guys, so we are finally all done getting ready today. It's gonna be an odd one. I've got this cool little gimbal that I'm using today. Not too sure how well it's gonna do as far as the shakiness, but I'm assuming it's gonna be better. Who's to say? But I got myself a little gimbal, and yeah, we're all done getting ready. So we're gonna try and make our way on over to the convention center, where we are going to wait in line. The convention center does not open until noon, but I wonder if there's a lobby area where everybody's just kind of hanging out and having a good time. So I will go ahead and transport you there right now. We're here at the event. It's pretty large. I mean, we're not inside yet, so doors don't open for another 20 minutes. So I'm gonna sit and vibe and wait till that happens. But I'll see y'all real soon. And we're here. SCG Con Indianapolis. This place is huge. It looks like it's pretty empty, but there's a ton of table space over there. Lots of booths. We're gonna go check some stuff out. Hey Dragon Folk, so I know that was a weird thing. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff figured out. That's the coffee pot also making that noise. I didn't get a whole lot done at the convention center. I entered in to a commoner event that day, or earlier today, and that was a lot of fun. Found out real quick that Arachne is not super great into commoner, although he's got his times, I'm sure. But against Dash, probably not much that I can do there without the D reacts, so we'll see whether or not that's something I try in the next commoner event that will be happening tomorrow. But we've hit a snag, right? With all of our ups, there must always be downs, and there is unfortunately the down of my Airbnb I'm staying at right now. My Airbnb that I made a whole point to say how awesome the heat was that was working. The heat works. The heat is definitely on. I got back today, and it was not working. And it has not been working since I've gotten back, like 4 hours ago. It's cold in this room. Not terrible, right? I can obviously get under the blankets and warm myself up. But it's about, I'll even show you guys. It is currently a whopping 57 degrees. Now, this is an Airbnb, so, you know, I don't know anything about the unit or about the place I'm in. And the best I can do is contact the owner, which I've done. I've contacted the owner and let them know about the situation at hand. But I haven't heard back from them yet. Obviously, it's late at night. So I'm sure I'm probably not going to hear back from them until tomorrow. But I am only here until Sunday. So I think it might just end up being one of those things where I have to tough it out and deal with the consequences. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But currently, right now, I am heating myself up from oven heat. So tea is working. So yeah, we're essentially just surviving. I have to. I did some things that I kind of want to talk about today. So let me get out some goodies for you all. Real quick, let me find my stuff. All right, I'll let you take one guess as to what I'm building. You only get one. Joke's on you, it's Azalea. Haha, haha. So I just got all this today. I have the rest of it kind of put to the side in this thing here. But I have the deck pretty much completed for Lexi. And it's funny because I was fighting with myself all day on whether or not I was going to be playing Lexi tomorrow in the calling or if I was going to be playing Dromai in the calling. And I've been flip-flopping, right? I was confident going into Dromai, but I feel like Lexi is the right play because Ice is really good, and a lot of people still seem to be running Fi. So I was like, well, maybe that's the case. But I think now that I've come down to it, I am going to run Dromai tomorrow. So I still need to submit my deck list. So I'm going to do that real quick. It is currently midnight, or 12:30 a.m., so there's less than 10 hours until the calling, and I need to still submit my deck list. Obviously, I came home and had to deal with all of this nonsense, right? This whole thing. So we're going to see whether or not the heat ever gets figured out. But it's not terribly cold. It is cold, but it's not terribly cold. And, if I can get it to be a little bit warmer in here, maybe it'll be able to be enough to kick on the heat or something. But we're going to survive. I promise. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my deck list submitted. And then I've already eaten dinner. So, this is kind of the send-off for the first Friday night. It was a lot of fun. And hopefully it will be fun going into tomorrow as well. So, a lot of people still seem to be playing Oldhim. A lot of people still seem to be playing Fi. A lot of people are playing Lexi as well. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But, obviously, that's the end of Friday. So, thank you all so much. And we'll go ahead and see you bright and early Saturday morning. What's up, everybody? Dragon folk, how we all doing? It is the morning of the calling. It is currently like an hour and a half until the calling starts. I'm still in bed. That's because luckily I live like 8 minutes away from the convention center right now. So, yeah, pretty good stuff. Again, I woke up to it being crazy cold in this Airbnb. So, yeah, we're doing it. I'm not mentally in the best of places, I guess, because of the cold and the fact that I was up super late last night, trying to figure stuff out, but we're good. We got like 6 hours of sleep, which was not too bad. And now we're going to go on over to the calling and see what happens. So I'm in fact going to bring Dromai, but we'll see how far she goes. Obviously, best I got to do is 3 rounds and then see where I stand. And if 3 rounds happens and I can't get anywhere, and I go 0-3, I'll drop and I'll go do something else. So, wish me luck, I guess. Well, not like this video will be posted after, but I figured all the luck works out in our favor. So, thank you guys so much for watching me be sleepy and vlog. But I'm gonna go try to kick some butt with some dragons. So, let's see how Dromai fares into this new meta during the calling. So I bet you're wondering how I got here. We're back at the Airbnb. Oh, after what a day of the calling. I know the calling. I updated you guys on Twitter. We all knew the kind of situation, but we had finalized our day with 3-3. We were almost there, almost. But I got out-Dromied in my final match and learned some new deck techs. Some people who are really doing a lot into Dromai, so it's pretty cool. My day was insane. Obviously 6 rounds of Swiss is not just an easy thing. This took a long time. Unfortunately, I did have to go 6 rounds because I was 2-2 by the time this Silver Commoner event was happening. So I unfortunately missed that, which kind of sucks. But we decided to keep going. We were 2-2 at the time. Then we went 3-2 into round 5, and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Maybe we're going to be able to go to day 2. And did not happen. Round 3 was, in fact, a loss. So you had to be X2 in order to move on to day 2, and I went 3 losses. So I dropped out at round 6 instead of playing a 7th round because at that point it didn't matter to me. And I came back home here to the unit to where it feels like the heat's working again, so that's really cool. I laid down to watch a recap of the live stream, which, fun fact, I was introduced in. I had a little. I'll pull it up on the screen here. I had a little blurb about me, a player profile that I had entered in for the stream, and I don't know whether or not I did or the editors did, but they got my channel name wrong on the on the little bit. It was probably me, not gonna lie. I did upload that player profile at like 2 a.m., but it says Ashes Wings instead of Ashen Wings. Whatever. This isn't gonna be my last event, so it won't be my last player profile. We'll make sure to do that again and hope that it comes through correctly. But so day went. Round 1 went against Alexi, against somebody from this team, the Hyperloops. I don't know how many of you guys know who the Hyperloops are. I didn't know anything about that, but pretty cool group of little players there. This one guy knew them. I don't know if he was a part of their team, but he was on Lexi. And I actually know that he wasn't part of the team because of future information, but this guy was on Lexi and was pretty cool. He definitely had the tempo pretty heavy into the beginning of the game, and there came a point where most of my turns were just me making Ash and not being able to threaten any damage. I wasn't pulling into any dragons or anything. So it was definitely a hassle trying to get all that together. But we eventually pulled through. I was at 4 life. They were at 2 life. I had more and more dragons on the field than necessary, and just eventually got the board up bigger than he could kill me. I waited till he ran out of gas, pretty much. He used up all 3 of his 3 of a kinds, and that was it. The 3 of a kinds were pretty much the winning. After I saw that third one go, and I was at like 20 life or something, I was like, okay, it's time to go hard. So I took a whole turn where I ended up taking a hit, and it was like a whopping like 7 damage threatened, and I went, okay, here's my window. And I came in with a few dragons, built up board state. Unfortunately, my opponent decided to try to kill my dragons as opposed to attacking me, and that was his downfall. But it was a fun game nonetheless. Lexi's a fun hero, and I thought I wasn't going to go against another ranger, but I went against a ranger round 1, so that was it. Round 2, Briar lost because this guy was, I guess he was a part of another team of individuals who were on like a competitive team. Smash with Big Tree, or Smash with Green Tree. That's who these guys are. Again, a team I've never heard of before, but this guy Tim, really cool dude, came in playing Briar, and he got like the best hands he possibly could ever get on Briar. With only 4 cards in hand on a regular basis, I was not able to block out everything that my opponent had. Variance was on their side. They got to double channel mount Heroic and set up like 5 card hands on a double channel mount Heroic. It was pretty crazy. So I did everything I could, but they came through. Wasn't able to pile the board with dragons fast enough, and so because of that, wasn't able to get it. Then we went against round 3, which was yet again another Briar, which was just so fantastic, right? This Briar was Royal, which was really cool. Sean, I believe his name was. It was a Royal Briar. Shout out to Sean if you're watching the channel at all. But hey, we had a fun match. It was cool. Again, though, perfect hands by Briar, not so perfect by me. And Variance took me out. So that was a little unfortunate on my end. But now I was 1-2, and I was like, I don't know if I'll drop. But I stayed in it. And I went to my next match against a Dash, a person by the name of Leo. Pretty cool dude also. Honestly, all my opponents were so cool. But I went against a Leo. Leo is his name. And he was playing Dash. The match quickly was in his favor. But just a quick turnaround of my Kyloria stealing his induction chamber was a complete change. And he was running to a lot of all red hands, which is not so fantastic for that deck. So on top of me taking his induction chamber, I also was just beating him in dragon count at that point. So that game was also pretty close, but I ended up clutching it in there, doing pretty well. Then my 5th round was against another Briar, and unfortunately, the Briar I went against, Justin, I believe his name was, a cool dude, right? Just started like a month and a half ago, so to see him in the top, or well, not top tables, but to see him at 2-2 was pretty cool, because that's how I felt, right? I mean, I only started in November, so I'm pretty new myself, so to see 2 newbies at 2-2s are pretty good. Unfortunately, though, I had the upper hand there. My opponent did not destroy Tomultai on the board, and I was able to just keep coming in with Tomultai. I ruined his entire armor set in 2 turns, and it was game over from there at that point. So it was a rough match for sure, but I think he was just kind of like new into the Dromai matchup, maybe. I could be wrong. But he didn't ask any questions. It's always important to ask questions. I'll always explain to you stuff as I do it. But after the first equipment blow up, I would have thought maybe he would have known. But nobody left that table upset, right? It was still a fun time. We cracked jokes. We had a good time. It was great. Then round 6 came up. I went against a player from the Hyperloops that I was saying previously, and turns out this guy was on Dromai. Joe, I believe his name was. He was on Dromai, but everybody else on his team was playing Briar. So it's kind of funny. But he was playing Dromai. He was playing a very interesting build of Dromai. It's something that I wish to actually start utilizing, because I think the tech is actually really, really cool and super useful. After 6 rounds of Swiss, and especially going against that last Dromai, I realized that while it's good to have the, all those attack actions like the Ravenous Rabbles and the Dust Ups and the, Scar for Scars and whatever, I think a lot of what, Dromai is doing into the mirror is trying to go and clear dragons, and I don't get a lot of value going at an Ashwing for 4 with a Scar for a Scar. Value's just not there. So I would rather make dragons into that, I think. But I would like to just generate more ash and get more rakes. Some more little fun stuff. I think it'd just be an interesting time. I'm curious to see how that deck evolves over time, but we'll see. As you guys saw earlier in the video, I did make Lexi yesterday, and I plan to actually play Lexi tomorrow in the classic constructed things that are going on for the day, because, I'm not going to be I'm not in the top tables. I'm not top 64. I dropped out of the calling. So now I got to find something else to do for tomorrow. But it's been a blast. It was a great time. But unfortunately, I came back home and I was like, all right, cool. It's like 6 o'clock. I got myself some drinks and I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to just like chill, maybe do a live stream, talk about what happened for the day, and then, go to bed, do it all again the next day, right? I came back home and I laid down in bed while watching that live stream of the events, or of the calling, to kind of see what round 7 was like, and fell asleep. 4.5 hours. I don't know. I didn't know how exhausted I was, but I fell asleep 4.5 hours, and now here I am making this video for you all. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably go live. We're just gonna like dick around for a couple hours, and then I will be, it'll be tomorrow morning, right? I'll probably just let you know when it's tomorrow morning, because not much is going on tonight. So I will see you all bright and early on Sunday. What's up, guys? We're here. It's day 3. I just transported myself to here instead of getting the whole getting ready to go kind of deal. But Battle Hardened is going on right now. And then I signed up for the Commoner event today, so we're going to do more Commoner and then possibly CC tomorrow or tonight. And then that'll be it. So we'll see what I get from the prize wall after all my tickets. Who knows? What's up, Dragon Folk? So I'm transporting you guys through a whole bunch of stuff, getting all the boring bits out of the way. I just got back home, so we made it back. It was pretty cool. Went ahead and played some more Commoner. I don't know whether or not to give an update on Commoner. I ended up going 2-3, but the winner split his prize with me, so got some extra tickets in there, bought some extra packs, ended up pulling a tectonic plating, which was pretty cool. So that was kind of neat. I pulled a tectonic plating from a unlimited Welcome to Wraith and a crippling crush. So it seems that I'm building Bravo sometime here pretty soon. But yeah, this is essentially the end of it. I listened to the standings of the calling as I was on my way back home, and congratulations to Michael Hamilton for securing another huge win at an event. That's another, easy money in your pocket, and we're gonna have a whole talk on a video about how the meta has turned out to be in these past couple of days. So I know a lot of people have had their reserves about whether or not Oldhim is even good anymore. And considering there were 5 Oldhims in the top 8 of the calling, I would say he is in fact still very good, and that the Winter's Whale ban did nothing besides remove 1 possible Frostbite in his entire arsenal. So it is definitely something to look into if you are an Oldhim player. Your hero is not dead. You just got to kind of play them a little different than what they were previously. But Michael Hamilton did win with Icelander, another hero that was hit with the bans and suspended list, and of course still rocked it all the way to first place and winning the calling. So yeah, I expected to see Briar top this tournament, and there was 1 Briar in top 8, and they got out the first round of top 8. So it's kind of wild, but we're going to talk about the meta in a future video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a lot of me just kind of warping around places and days and times and so on and so forth. But overall, I had a fantastic time at the calling. I cannot wait to go to another big event. I may be going to Baltimore. I'm not sure. Part of me also wants to go to the Realm Games Brawl in Chicago. So if any of you guys are planning to come out for that, I'd love to see you all there. But for right now, we're just going to stick to learning more, taking our time at armories and learning more at armories. And then we'll see how we progress from there. So thank you all so much for watching. I do truly appreciate your support. Please make sure to leave a comment down below if I said hi to you during this event. Let me know if you were there and what you were doing at said event. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe next time we're at a big event, I can do like a little meet and greet kind of deal, if we get to that point. But right now, it was just great seeing the couple people that I did, and it was just fun overall. So let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. And you can also join our Patreon in the link down below as well to help support the channel in a more monetary sense. So thank you all so much again for the final time. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Nerd out.